Hi everyone, I'm Sri Lakshmi and I'm here to explain about my seminar topic that is distributed blockchain based trusted multi-domain collaboration for mobile edge computing in 5G and beyond. So these are the contents, and before coming to abstract, we'll come to know some of the basic terms like that are useful in order to explain about this seminar. Blockchain. Blockchain, it can be described as a data structure that holds transactional records and while ensuring security, transparency, and decentralization. And coming to multi-domain network, so these type of networks are especially suited to the companies that have multiple locations or departments and mobile edge computing. So it is a network architecture that enables IT and cloud computing capabilities at the edge of the cellular network. And coming to the 5G, it is the fifth generation wireless communication technology which supports cellular data networks. And coming to the abstract, mobile edge computing syncs computing power to the edge of network and integrates mobile access networks and internet services in 5G and beyond. So with the continuous development of the services, like it is extremely important of privacy protection in a heterogeneous MEC system for multiple server collaboration. However, most of the existing schemes only consider the privacy of the users or services other than privacy of the network topology. For this purpose of topology privacy protection, it employs blockchain to construct the heterogeneous MEC system and adopt accommodative Bloom filter as a carrier for multi-domain collaborative routing consensus without exposing topology privacy. So here blockchain is used to implement multiple mutual trust networking and collaborative routing verification through the membership service and consensus mechanism. So here experiments are conducted to evaluate the feasibility and performance of our scheme. The results indicate that the proposed scheme can highly improve the credibility and the efficiency of MEC collaboration. And coming to the introduction, so in the era of intelligent interconnection of everything is accelerating the arrival with the rapid evolution of IoT and 5G system. So it is estimated that by 2020, more than 24 billion devices will need to be connected to the communication system. So the increasing number of devices is accompanied by the high growth of data. So the growth of the IoT and 5G services like high definition video, like automatic drive and augmented reality, etc. The cloud computing model gradually shows their shortcomings in network constraints, privacy protection. To enable massive and complex computing services, heterogeneous MEC systems were proposed to carry the emerging services. Here, a heterogeneous MEC is a distributed computing platform that integrates multiple MEC servers, cloud servers, computing storage, and application competence, and it also provides large scale edge intelligence services on the edge side of the mobile network near the devices or the data sources. So here one of the problem is that once the privacy leakage is occurred, criminals or third users can obtain the complete topology data to analyze the traffic status, to track user behavior and steal data by disguising as a computing nodes and etc., which will do a great harm to the MEC system. Here, blockchain is a secure distributed architecture to support the credible distributed communication and essentially possesses key characteristics of decentralization, um, distributed consistency. So, which can effectively resolve the above problem which is mentioned. And coming to the related work, similar to the cloud computing, MEC actually faces many security problems and challenges in recent research. So, for example, the interaction of heterogeneous edge nodes and service migration across global and local scales creates the possibility of malicious attacks. So, like personal privacy data contained in the computing data, such as personal clinic data and financial information, can be easily stolen by attackers in these scenarios. So, to resolve these problems, so the processing and the generation of the user privacy data into linear programming computing rather than the ordinary circuit representation in data pre-processing phase. So here, to resolve these issues, several schemes have been developed. So some of these schemes has its own advantages and disadvantages. So, but the privacy of the network topology in MEC system is not taken into account yet. So, to address this problem, so here we designed, they designed a distributed architecture of inter-domain topology privacy protection in MEC. And coming to the system design and functional module, by introducing a blockchain into the heterogeneous MEC system, we propose a block TC architecture which is illustrated below. I mean, this figure, it is useful to solve the problem of routing trust and privacy protection. So from figure 1, the controller C1 manages its own domain 1 as a main controller to protect its topology information privacy while maintaining the virtual topology of domain 3 as a verification controller to verify whether the collaboration routing of C3 is correct and realize collaboration routing consensus. So among them, blockchain ledgers store the topology resources and update of each routing result in order to maintain the correctness of virtual topology data, so that the block TC cannot only prevent the privacy of its topology traffic like from being exposed to other domains, but it also provides evidence of the cross domain routing verification. And in multiple domain MEC network, routing services are mainly classified into intra-domain routing and cross-domain routing. Intra-domain routing can be considered safe because it involves only nodes and links within the domain. Therefore, block TC mainly provides trust domain routing in this. And block TC focuses on the multi-domain MEC collaboration on the edge side in order to achieve multi-server trusted routing and privacy protection, owning the following characters. So the first one is the backup dual link, and the second one is the distributed ledger, and the third one is the collaboration routing consensus. So these characteristics provide a feasible block TC architecture for trusted MEC collaboration. And from the following content, we abstract the multidimensional controller in the block TC controllers and summarize their functional modules, which is shown below. So this diagram is the functional model of the block TC. So and here implementation of blockchain based trusted collaboration for MEC. This section elaborates on the implementation of the processed scheme from two aspects, including routing algorithm and routing verification. And coming to the MEC collaboration routing algorithm, so here heterogeneous system usually involve multi-dimensional resource coupling. So in MEC collaboration routing algorithm, heterogeneous MEC systems usually involve multi-dimensional resource coupling. Whereas in traditional schemes, the radio path as well as the optical path, the computing and spectrum allocation will be divided into several paths independently. So which make it easy to obtain a local optimal solution rather than global optimal one. So here local optimal solutions are not uh, conducive to network persistence operation in term of resource utilization and communication delays. Um, so here allocating resources to new services based on the local optimal solution may lead to traffic operation. Therefore, we propose a novel MEC collaboration routing algorithm for block TC to support MEC collaboration using coupled path with radio, optical, and computing resources. And here, this figure shows an instant block TC network in an MEC system, which is composed of 4 radio access points and 8 optical switching nodes and 3 MEC servers. So, according to the principle of shortest path and proximity in original schemes, so distributed MEC servers initiated by the user equipment will be loaded to the servers BS and CS through the path which is shown in the figure. So here, so this is the illustration of the auxiliary graph for block TC scheme. And here it is a root. This is the routing algorithm in block TC. And collaboration routing verification. Um, Based on the block TC architecture and candidate routing sets calculated by each domain, we propose two blockchain based routing verification schemes for MEC collaboration to implement this secure routing without any exposure of private data. So they are network driven collaboration routing verification or NDCRV, and cloud driven collaboration routing verification, that is CRV. So here this figure shows the interactive procedure of NDCRV in block TC. NDCRV refers to the PCE based interdomain path computing in the case that the controller undertakes all the tasks of MEC servers. And coming to the figure, um, so here from domain 1, MEC request T is arrived at the controller 1, and this request is sent to the each controller, and the best it selects the best with the minimum sum of weights and sends a new request to the controller of the subsequent domain. And and the figure 5, here it is the interactive procedure of CDCRV. So different from NDCRV, the CDCRV scheme is suitable for situations where the controller are insensitive uh, to the feature of MEC servers. So here the MEC request is sent from domain to each control, and the best one with the minimum sum is sent to the each controller. So to ensure the high quality of MEC service processing, use an accommodative Bloom filter, a kind of unidirectional accumulator, as the carrier for routing verification, which not only the size of data in the consensus but also ensures that the third party cannot access routing information. So an ABF, that is accommodative Bloom filter, is composed of P buckets, and each bucket involves an ordinary Bloom filter of size K2 bytes. Each link element EI is first hash mapped to K bits, that is K equals to K1 plus K2, where the first K1 bits are mapped to the bucket level and the second K2 bits are mapped to the Bloom filters of the corresponding buckets. So here by inserting link elements of the routing result, the prover controller generates an ABF for a link querying of the verify controller. So the details of the insertion and querying in the block TC is represented in figure 6 and 7. So coming to the insertion in block TC enable ABF. So this is the diagram for the detailed process of insertion of block TC enable ABF. So here, so from the diagram, each element EI is converted into k bits using a hash function, and it is divided into two parts, EI k1 and EI k2 of size k1 and k2 bits respectively. So in the bucket level, the first ki bits EI k1, EI ki are mapped into the bucket using k1 hash function. For each hash mapping, the correspondence bucket is set to 1. So if a bucket has been set to 1, the status of the bucket will remain unchanged. And in the Bloom filter level, the remaining K2 bits EI K2 are hashed into the Bloom filter corresponding to each bucket using K2 hash function. So here each Bloom filter related to an activated bucket in the bucket levels. Here it is divided into K2 parts, and each hash function is used to update the corresponding part of the Bloom filter. And in heterogeneous MEC like scenarios, the scale of the network topology is constantly changing, so that the amount of routing set data may be large, like that possibly exceeds the security threshold of the Bloom filter. And coming to the querying in the block TC enable ABF, so here it is the greatest advantage of using ABF. Uh, like it is the ability to quickly query whether an element exists in a set or not. So the verifier controller can verify the correctness of the prover controller only by performing a composite hash operation on the routing data and mapping it into the Bloom filter. So here the whole querying procedure can be divided into two steps, so which can be shown in this figure 7. So step 1, at this point, the ABF received from the prover controller has been loaded to all the linked elements in the routing result. So like it is similar to the insertion procedure, like each link element EX updated by the underlying network through backup, like it needs to be converted into EX of size k bits. After mapping the first k1 bits to the buckets by k1 hash function to determine which Bloom filter the data is located. If the status of the resulting bucket is not 1, like it is judged that, it like will come to know that this element is not in the routing step and the verification fails. Otherwise it goes to the next step, which is the step 2. So after the first step is successful, the second step will further verify the existence of the elements, and the last K2 bits of EX are hashed into the corresponding Bloom filter. So in particular, when the Bloom filter associated with the selected buckets have an additional size, all the slice should be judged. So when the elements is recognized only when the status of all the buckets and Bloom filters are 1. So after both the steps of verification are successful, the verifier controller determines that the verified elements exist in routing set like provided by the prover controller. So from this figure we'll come to know that all the yellow squares are 1. The querying is considered successful. And coming to the simulation and result analysis, um, here we present the simulation and result analysis of the proposed block TC in order to demonstrate its network and verification performance. To estimate the feasibility of the proposed architecture, here we deploy the block TC architecture based on our experimental platform as shown in the figure 8. So here this is the experimental platform for block TC, and so in this figure is the capture of access and routing verification for block TC. So here this figure shows the membership identification and routing verification results of block TC through the terminal capture in the virtual data. And since uh, and here we are, this block TC is proposed in order to demonstrate its performance and verification performance. So coming to the network performance, compare network performances with the NDCRV and CDCRV schemes and explain the reasons for those diversities. So the below figures compare the performance of these uh, two schemes in terms of average mistrust rate, resource utilization, and path provisioning latency. So, figure 10, um, in the figure 10, it shows that the average mistrust rate is evaluated in the different traffic loads, which shows that the controller's average mistrust rate in CDCRV scheme is less than that of the NDCRV scheme. And coming to the figure 11, that is resource utilization between ND and CDCRV. So here it shows that the CDCRV scheme is superior to the NDCRV scheme in resource utilization, especially when the network is under a heavy traffic load. And coming to the figure 12, that is provisioning latency between ND and CDCRV. So it shows the path the provisioning latency between ND and CDCRV in MEC collaboration task. And coming to the verification performance, so facing the increasing network scale and data volume, the error detection latency of MEC collaboration must be considered as well. So in this subsection, we evaluate block TC with NDCRV and CDCRV in terms of error detection latency. So beside these two CRV schemes, uh, compute routing is based on resource weights, so which is different from Dijitra's algorithm. So here Dijitra's algorithm is most widely used routing algorithm like in communication network, which can effectively resolve the shortest path problem in most network topologies, especially for mesh and chain topologies. So here figure 3 demonstrates the error detection latency about ND and CDCRV schemes proposed using the Dijitra's algorithm, which is widely implemented in mainstream routing algorithm. And coming to the conclusion, in order to meet the demands of high mobility and low latency of new 5G services, mobile edge computing has gradually developed into heterogeneous system which poses severe challenges to the credibility and privacy protection of cross domain collaboration of network. Here, the combination of blockchain and distributed multi-domain networks can effectively accomplish the trusted cross domain collaboration and topology privacy protection of the MEC systems. And here's some of like here these are some of the references. So